Hi guys, I am Monish. Now we can see about cluster system in operating system. First introduction, definition of cluster system, importance in computing, application in real world scenarios. These are the introduction in cluster system. What is cluster system? A collection of interconnected computers to work as a single system improve performance, availability, and scalability. It can be used to interconnect all the computers in the single system. It can be perform very huge level in ability and scalability are called as cluster system. And then uses of cluster system: high availability, load balancing, parallel processing, scalability. These are the cluster system uses. And then components of cluster system: nodes, individual computers, network communication system, middleware, middleware software to manage cluster. So the components are the nodes, network, middleware, systemware to manage cluster are called components of system cluster system. Types of cluster system: high availability cluster, load balancing cluster, high performance computing, HPC cluster, storage cluster. These are the types of cluster systems. High availability cluster designed to minimize downtime. Redundant systems for failover, and then used in banking, healthcare, etc. are the high availability clusters. Load balancing clusters distribute overload efficiency. Distribute overload efficiency ensure smooth system operation. Ensure smooth system operations used in web series and cloud computing are used in the load balancing cluster. The three very importance are used in the load balancing clusters: high performance computing, HPC clusters designed for heavy computation used in scientific simulation, AI, and big data. The big data are to performance are high in the computing clusters. And then storage cluster, managing large scale storage. Example, hand of distribute file system, HDFS. Cluster architecture, share nothing versus shared everything. It can be shared nothing, but every time we can share everything in the cluster architecture. Homogeneous heterogeneous system, it can be used in homogeneous and heterogeneous clusters. Clusters management software, open source tools are used in Kubernetes approaches, property tools, Microsoft HPC Pack are used in the cluster management software. Cluster communication machines, message passing interface, parallel virtual machine, remote direct memory access, MPI, PVM, RDM are the cluster communication machines. Cluster operating system, Linux based on Red Cat. Windows Server for HPC cluster are used in the cluster operating system. And then challenging in cluster system, network network synchronization issues, flat turnarounds are the challenging in cluster system. Security in cluster system, authentication, data encryption, instruction deletions are in the security in cluster system. application of cluster system, supercomputing, cloud computing, AI, machine learning, future tenders in cluster component computing, quantum computing clusters, AI driven cluster management, energy effect clusters. Energy effect cluster are the future trends in cluster computing. Case study: Google data centers, Amazon Web Series. Conclusion and summary of key points open for questions. Okay, it is the conclusion in the summary of key points OS for questions. It can be used in the clustered system. Okay, thank you.